If this is what scuba diving is like, I don't want to go scuba diving.
So a couple days ago, Hypixel released a new game into the arcade lobby. It's called Scuba Simulator, and it isn't the greatest. Me and my friend Matthew were already about to record a video, but when we saw that and we played it, we had to make a video on it. Before we get started, a lot of the viewers on my last video are subscribed, and I don't really like that, so if you guys could please unsubscribe and dislike, it would mean the world to me. It's free, and you can change your mind anytime. Thanks. Anyway, Scuba Simulator. Here's how it went.
They come up with like Skyblock and like and The Pit, like good games that people like, and then just randomly one day they drop Scuba Simulator.
They didn't even put it through the prototype lobby where they learn if people like games or not.
It was made in a game jam. They had 24 hours to code it.
Yeah, it was part of a challenge.
Yeah.
Dream's next video, Simon speedruns making of a game for 3 hunters.
He takes like TNT tag and he's like, wow, this is the worst game we've ever made. Let's make it worse.
It's so awful.
It's like 3 minutes of just sadness. The map is, there's only one map and all the present locations are in the same place. Bullying Simon for views.
Yep.
They removed Sky Clash because they didn't have enough space, and then they put Scuba on there.
Scuba. We would make a separate tier for this of a Hypixel game tier list. We wouldn't call it like F tier. We would just call it Scuba.
Yeah.
Scuba Simulator.
Hypixel has been out like making like games for years.
Yes. And they come out with this bullshit.
I'm confident saying this is the worst game they've ever made.
Yeah.
Like,
why is there durability on the fishing rod?
I don't know. It starts on half durability. Like,
also, we
like
don't need the fishing rod.
Yeah, you can't even use it at a range to like pick up presents. That would be kind of cool. I mean, it wouldn't be cool.
It would still be awful, but it would be slightly better.
Yeah. And I feel like it's supposed to work. It just doesn't. Because there's a lot of these gifts that are like out of my reach.
Yeah. Yeah, like I just spent like not 5 minutes, like 10 seconds just trying to make one jump to get one. And it just wasn't working, so I just had to leave it. What? Why are there barriers here?
Why am I winning?
Yeah, wait, why are we doing well?
I don't know. I went into the cave with all the good stuff.
I just got one of the 3-point ones.
Holy heck.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. I don't want to be good at this game.
Also, if you hit other people with the fishing rod, it gives them like slowness. Like I'll see if
does it?
Yeah. You like can't PvP players either. You can like see. Yeah, I just got slowness.
It would be kind of cool if you could like rod and like take one of their points, like steal it.
That would be cool.
I mean, I'd still never play this game.
No,
it's a piece of garbage, but I don't get these games where it's just like running around.
Okay, why is this? The point of the game isn't to like, it's to get points. There's no PvP. Jesus, I hate this. This is awful.
I don't mind non-PvP. I don't mind games that don't have PvP. Like, yeah. Hypixel says there's some good non-PvP, especially like build battle.
Build battle.
That is, the build battle is the biggest battle. That's player versus player.
What would be so much better is if the presents didn't look the same. That would make just such a huge difference.
That would be great. You know what would be kind of cool? Like in Skyblock, there's a fishing rod that's a grappling hook. If they just put that in here, it wouldn't. I mean, I'm not a coder, but I don't think that would take a whole lot of effort.
Yeah, if they already have it in the game, I don't really know anything about it. I just saw you. I don't really know anything about Skyblock because it's been a while since I've been on Hypixel.
It can like it's a grappling hook. It just like allows you to like, do like leaps.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. This game is not cool.
You could say that this game is the opposite of a grappling hook.
This is not cash money.
If this is what scuba diving is like, I don't want to go scuba diving.
I think this game would be a lot better if the entire map was filled with water and you did not have water breathing.
You drown in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, whoever can get like the most presents before we all drown. All the presents are out of range.
It would finally give players that aren't on 1.8 an advantage, because they could swim. Wait, no, there's a plugin on Hypixel, so they still wouldn't be able to.
Dude, and they use other like heads as decoration, which really confuses me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, there's a treasure. Oh no, it's just decoration.
Also, I feel like I keep walking into the same parts of the map.
Yeah. I mean, we are no son who's got this entire game memorized. Okay, look at the map. Look at the map. It's disgusting, especially if you're moving.
Awful. That gave me like Minecraft Pocket Edition vibes. Like before it came out on Windows 10 and there were just Pocket Edition servers, that's what it gave me vibes from.
That gave me some Pocket Edition Lite vibes. If any of you guys remember that.
Oh my god. I don't even understand how that was just because it was themed to be underwater. That first of all, that's even worse because it just limits the theming for the levels to just anything underwater.
Just call it treasure hunt.
Yeah. Or just
they
take it off and make it
delete it.
Just delete it, yeah.
And they have to randomize where the treasures spawn, or else it's just gonna be a bunch of sweaty nerds memorizing all the chest locations.
Yeah, for real. That would probably be a lot better if everyone had like a sword and they could kill people and they like respawn.
And you could kill them and steal their treasure. Like that would actually be kind of interesting.
That would make it so much better, and that wouldn't be hard to do. To be fair, that is probably like one game where hackers don't have an advantage over other players. Then again,
hackers definitely. Dude, hackers
gonna...
definitely have an advantage. Just b-hop to the treasures.
That's fair, but I mean, like, it's not gonna like, I don't know.
You end crystal dumb. You turn on entity control.
Imagine getting upset over losing Scuba Simulator.
Imagine hacking on Scuba.
Bed Wars better watch out. It's gonna lose its player base.
Scuba made me want to drown.
They might straight up remove Skyblock.
They're gonna remove all the games. It's just a Scuba only server.
They're gonna change the name from Hypixel to Scuba Simulator.
I know that it's
I love
new.
having MVP Plus on Scuba Simulator.
I know that it's new, and that's why it has players, but this has 500 players. That is more than any game in arcade. I'm gonna give this like maybe a generous 1 out of 10.
Generous one.
It's not a 0 because it definitely is a game.
I feel like us jumping around just talking is probably the best content. The gameplay was the worst part.